the event of Ash Hat Pikachu for Pokemon Sun and Moon. Does this make the anime cross with the games and make that also canon, as in this is all 100% true? Let's talk about Ash Hat Pikachu. A question that has always been asked among the Pokemon community is if the anime somehow coincides the Pokemon game's timeline before, during, or after. People have produced theories like Ash's Pikachu is actually Red's, or Red is actually Ash's father. Those are really good questions with almost no evidence other than a few scraps here and there, like certain trainers appearing in the Pokemon game series that also appeared in the anime. Pokemon Yellow is the biggest piece of evidence to prove that yes, somehow, someway, the anime does coincide with games because of Team Rocket's Jesse, James, and Meowth. Though some people don't consider Pokemon Yellow to be the canon game for Red's continuous appearance in later entries of the games, some people consider Red or Blue to be the basis of Red's appearance that continues to appear later on. However, there have been other pieces of evidence with more recent games like Pokemon Sun and Moon having a picture of what appears to be Ash with Pikachu in a room. It's hidden, it's a nice little nod to the series, but it seems like it leads to much more with this new event that we just received. As aforementioned, you can receive what appears to be Ash's Pikachu in Pokemon Sun and Moon with a simple password. You don't have to go anywhere to get it. Wirelessly, it's amazing. Back in the day, it would be amazing to receive an event Pokemon for the original games. Those Pokemon were so rare that they outdid the legendaries themselves. Take a look at this footage I recorded for my own 3DS and my own personal game. Pikachu comes with its own Z move as well, which is an excellent addition and a bit overkill when fighting wild Pokemon, I might add. I mean, good lord have mercy here. It looks like you're nuking this bird into the ground. Hilarious as it might be, I suppose it would be similar to Dragonite using a Hyper Beam on a Caterpie, but I digress. Point is, that attack is amazing, but does it explicitly confirm this to be Ash's Pikachu? Well, doesn't matter, because the Pikachu has Ash's hat, and that hat is the only thing needed to prove this. Well, there is one more thing, but I'll save that for the end. The hat itself is amazing because if you recall in an episode of the anime Primeape Goes Bananas, Ash explains how rare the hat was.
I can't replace that hat! I won it at the official Pokemon League Expo! Don't you know how tough it is to get one of those hats?
I didn't know that was an official Pokemon League hat. I remember I entered the same contest too.
I had to send in about 1 million postcards to win that hat!
So this is the official Poke League hat that Ash spammed entries for. He fought a Pokemon to get this back. It was that important. In no games can you ever really buy this hat for the same purpose as it's used here. Not in the same way, yet here it is on a Pikachu of all Pokemon. But come on, what other Pokemon would have worn it? Primeape? Well, yeah, actually that would make a lot of sense, but again, I digress. The hat without question is the key to all of this. How and why would you get a Pikachu that has this hat on? But not only that, let's also take a look at Pikachu's moves, which will help to confirm this theory even further. Besides the Z move, it has Thunderbolt, Thunder, Quick Attack, and Agility. All moves Ash's Pikachu knows, and I'm actually surprised that it didn't come with Iron Tail as well. That really would have been the cherry on the cake, yeah? That said, the moves that Ash Hat Pikachu has definitely corresponds with Ash's Pikachu within the anime. In all of the series, by the third gym in the Indigo League, Pikachu had already learned the speed attacks to defeat Lieutenant Surge's Raichu. The level definitely throws me off as well. It bothers me because players can get level 50 events like Tapu Koko easily and early on, which begs the question why they set certain levels. Like, I get it, some Pokemon should be able to set to certain levels while others are lower or higher depending on their status in the Pokemon world, like a legendary being set to level 50 versus a Pikachu set to level 1. The company clearly wants players to use the Pikachu early on and actually play the game itself with the Pokemon and not use the legendary to sweep through the game. But still, if it's Ash's Pikachu, then why is it level 1? Great question, and besides the more realistic answer I just gave, you could just say that it got reset or in transition something happened, or I don't know, honestly. That argument is really hard to debate, as Ash's Pikachu in the Indigo League was able to take down a Champion's Dragonite in the Orange Islands. But I have an ace in the hole, as they say. I have a gotcha, a 100% confirmation that this is indeed Ash's Pikachu. Pikachu. Check the original trainer. Yep, that's Ash's Pikachu, but this is an event Pokemon, meaning this came from the creators themselves. They could have named the original trainer one of the developers, a question mark, among other things, but they named it what they did knowing full well and why they did it that way. If there is any more debate on this, we are also getting other hat-wearing Pikachus as well, meaning somehow, some way, once again, the anime does coincide and reach the games. I don't know how, but it does. Will we ever get a real anime-based game? Will we ever just get a straight-up answer to this question? Only time will tell. However, as of now, I consider the original trainer being Ash to confirm 100% that this was Ash's Pikachu, at least for a time. Let me know if you enjoyed the video by liking and sharing it in various places, forums, with your friends, or just here on good old YouTube. Thanks for watching, and do you have more evidence to prove that the anime is part of the game's universe, or do you still believe this theory is not really true? Let me know your feedback. Thank you for taking the time out to watch this video.